Welcome back, family, to another course on Fire Your Boss and Hire Yourself. You have made it this far, and I just want to thank you for making it this far. But today we're going to talk about something specific. The title of this lesson is Concepts Are More Valuable Than Skill Sets. Yes, I mean that your concepts are going to be way more valuable than your skill sets. And what I mean by that, and let me visualize it for you. Concepts are worth, let's just put a way more than your skill sets. But we have to ask ourselves, like, a lot of people are saying, like, content creation and concepts and all these different things, but what is a concept? What is a concept? A concept simply is your idea or something in your mind that you can sell, or publicize for money. Or a commodity, right? It's some type of commodity, and all a commodity is a raw material that essentially you can make money off of. Essentially, right? Commodities, goods, all these different things. Concepts are worth way more than your skill sets. And concepts as a whole are these ideas. Everyone has an idea. Everyone has a vision. Everyone has something that they want to be able to do, that they want to be able to create. And why I believe that concepts are worth way more than your skill sets, I'm about to show you. So, at one point, I had one book, and I had a concept on how I wanted this book to sell, how I wanted it to sound, how I wanted it to look, all of these different things. I'm a writer by trade, but what I was not is an editor. What I was not is a graphic designer. What I was not is a publisher. What I was really not good at is marketing or event planning, or really feel like I wasn't really good at anything. But I had a concept on how I wanted this book to look, all of these different things. And a lot of you on the other side of this screen, or tablet or phone, have these ideas on how you want things to go and how you want things to sound and all of these different things. But then you get discouraged because you don't know how to do them. And then you're like, you know what? I might as well not do it. It's not a good idea. All of these different things. And that was me. So I wrote the book. Watch this. I wrote the book in 30 days. It was 200,000 word count. And anyone that's an author or anyone who understands anything about word count, that's a lot of words in the matter of 30 days. So I wrote the book in 30 days. It took me 2 years to release the book. And the reason why it took me 2 years to release the book, going back to my point earlier, is that I was so afraid of releasing it because I didn't have a title. I didn't have a cover page or the book cover. I didn't have someone that could edit the book. I didn't really know like when to plan like the book release or the whole concept of book releases. I didn't understand like the marketing component. I didn't really know like who was gonna publish, if I was gonna self-publish. I didn't know the difference. I didn't know how to get the ISBN number. I didn't know how to do all of these different things. And it really discouraged me from writing the book in 30 days and releasing the book in 2 years. So what I did, after talking to some mentors, after doing some different things, I still had the concept of the book, but I still needed the publisher, the marketer, the event planner, all of these different things. So my editing cost $75. My graphic design costs about $125. And these are all rough estimates. My publishing cost $500. My marketing, the guy that was doing my marketing, it cost about, let's say about $200. And event planning, the actual space, the venue that I did it at, I had a good friend of mine that let me do it at his complex. So it was about $100 to do the whole event and everything. But what I didn't account for is at the event, we had music, we had an artist, we had food, we had all kinds of different things. So the whole event ended up costing me an additional about $400. So 500 here, that's 700, that's 1200, that's 200. So what is that? 1400? Am I tripping? Is that right? Let's do this again. So 200, 7, 9, 13, 4. Yeah, so I'm right. 1400 total. $1,400. So I had a concept, but I didn't have $1,400 at the time. I was like $1,400. So what I did, my friend helped me. He understood marketing. And then he was like, another thing, I needed the books. Completely forgot about the books. So I needed the books, and each book I needed was $2 a copy, and I wanted to sell them for $20 a copy, but I wanted 1,000 books. So that was an additional $2,000. 2,000. So $3,400. So $3,400 total. I had a concept, and right now all of these skills, all of these skill sets were worth way more than I feel like my concept became like smaller and smaller and smaller. And I think this happens a lot. Like we have this big concept, and then all of these different things, all of these different prices, all of these different obstacles, all of these different challenges, like really distract us. And then our vision gets a little smaller, and then 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 it disappears. Because we are so focused on all of the numbers instead of nailing down on the processes on how we're going to get all of those numbers. So what I did, I pre-sold 30 days out, mind you, 30 days out, I planned the book release or all of these different things. I was asking different people, yo, can I just pay you in 30 days? Can I pay you at the end of the month? Can I pay you at the end of the month? Can I pay you at the end of the month? Can I pay you at the end of the month? All these different things. So I needed to get $3,400 in 30 days. So what I did is I pre-sold 1,000 books because I knew that I needed 1,000 books, and at the time I didn't even have 1,000 books. So I wanted 2,000, but I pre-sold. I ended up selling before the books even came out, before I even had a physical copy. I ended up selling 1,000 books at $20 each. $20 each times 1,000. Now, if you can do mathematics, that's $20,000, people. $20,000 in 30 days. Then that covered all of the $3,400. That covered everything. So then I left with $1,600 or $16,000 at the end of the month. I profited $16,000 off of a concept while paying $3,400 roughly to a skill set. So I feel like if we spend more time cultivating, connecting, planning, developing, like all of these different things with our concepts, it will give us the ability to find the skill sets and then truly maximize our potential in life and business and all these different things. So if you have a business, this is your business. Business A. And you know that you need all of these different things, and you have this huge concept on like you're gonna change the world, you got all these different things, but you need an assistant, you need an engineer, you need a publicist, you need all these different positions. You don't have the capital to hire all of these different positions, but you have a concept on how to get all of these different positions and why you need all these potential positions, and you have a vision on once we get all these positions filled, you have a $1 billion idea. My goal by the end of this lesson, the overall objective of this lesson, is to help you understand 10 golden nuggets that you can use, that I wrote in my book, that you can use to be able to get you from the place where your concepts get your skill sets, and then you can create successful organizations, successful strategies, successful concepts, and then get all of the successful skill sets to merge together and build your organization. So, number one, this one may be the most important. Right, all your ideas on paper. A lot of us do not write anything down. A lot of us try to figure out ways that we can remember everything. We maybe write like one word down on that sheet of paper, but my mentor always taught me, so do not trust your memory. I need you to get into the concept, into the habit, into the behavior of writing everything down that you do piece by piece. If you have a concept, if you have an idea, if you have some vision, if you have some plan, if you have some want, I need you to write it down. That's the first step. If you get into the habit of writing things down, the more that you write down, it will start eventually planning itself out, all of the things that you're writing down eventually. So number two, scope out your industry. What is the industry doing? What is the competition doing? What are the things that you need to learn about the industry? This is more so in terms of when you start marketing, when you start developing products and pricing them and placing them. These are all of the components. I need to know everything about this industry. If you have all of these ideas on things that you want to do, you need to learn how you're going to do them and the industry that you're going to do them in. Does that make sense? You are going to have to learn how to scope out your industry to the point where you have everything accounted for, everything that you need, everything that you want is getting to the point of point A to point B. This is all of the things that I need. This is what I want. This is where I am. So I need you to know the needs for all of you to be able to execute within this industry. Next step. Study your competition. And we're going to fly through these. Study, competition, who is client, what are you selling, why, start to think about burdens, refine, concept. I'm gonna stop here because we have 8, 9, and 10, but this right here is your key component. A lot of people get to the point where they're planning this amazing plan. They have these business plans, they have these strategies, they have all of these different things, and they eventually get to the point where they're out planning the plan. They're out planning the initial plan. So they're planning so amazing, they're spending all this time, all of these resources, they're meeting with all of these clients, all of these people, getting all this coaching, all this mentoring, and they're not doing any of the work. The only way that you can truly be a failure in entrepreneurship is if you're planning and not executing. Because even if you're executing, you're going to learn and then you're going to continue to execute based upon what you learned, and then eventually you're not going to fail in the things that you used to fail in, and then you're going to execute in excellence because now you become an expert or you have an expertise, and then through your expertise you gain the experience, and then you're operating within excellence. Then you start creating value, you start filling gaps, then you start getting profit, then you start sustaining your business, then you start hiring personnel through those processes that you've created, and then you get to the point where you can scale your organization. It's that simple. So the first thing is study your competition. The who, what are they doing, how are they doing it, how long have they been doing it, how long, where, maybe. I need you to study your competition. What are the numbers that they're bringing in? What is their pricing strategy? What are the measurables? How are they quantifying? What are their metrics? Who are their customers? How do they find their customers? How are they marketing to their customers? I need you to understand the most successful, and then I want you to find the least successful. I want you to learn the big corporations, and then I want you to learn the small businesses. I need you to learn the people that are coming into the industry, the people that got pushed out the industry, because if you learn not just by success, but by failure, you're going to be able to create what you need to do, the amazing plan of attack, the massive action plan for you to be able to create products, goods, and services surrounded around who your client is. Who is my client? I think a lot of people, we serve everyone. Our products can go to everyone. No. Your product should have a demographic. Your services, your products, your goods, your services, what is your demographic? Who are you selling to? These are the keys to be able to understanding your concept, that overarching concept, so that you can create a customer base, a client base, all of these different things, because then you'll know how to market, you'll know the competition, then you're going to understand what is it that I'm selling. A lot of us make the mistake with selling products that we don't even understand why we're selling them. We saw a competitor selling them. We thought it would be cool. I heard once that if you are creating products where you're going to be the only customer, then continue to create products. But if you want to be a successful business owner, a successful entrepreneur, successful in anything, you need to find the pain points of your individuals that you're serving. You need to find the pain points of your customers, the pain points of your clients, your potential clients, your previous clients, or the clients that you want to be able to gain in the future, and align what you are selling with why they need it. What is the value that your product can serve for your client, so you always have a competitive advantage over your competition. This is really your USP. And we talk about it, your unique selling proposition. You need to figure out, what is my unique, special, advantageous product? What is our unique, special way that we perform? What is our unique, special process? What is making your organization, your product, your good, your service special and unique from everything else that you're doing, from everyone else that you're doing business around? Next tip is start to think about all of the burdens. What are the financial burdens? What are the marketing burdens? What are the potential pitfalls that can come up? Everyone has some type of vision. Everyone has some type of concept. I truly believe that a lot of people have some type of plan, but not really everyone has what are the potential burdens, what are the potential pitfalls, what are all of the things that could potentially go wrong from this happening, financially, economically, politically, all of these different things. Because if you understand the burdens, you'll be able to plan around them. This is all of the burdens, all of the burdens, all of the burdens. You've already planned around them, so none of that is affecting your business. Because I think that a lot of people plan like this, and then there starts being burdens like this. It overwhelms, and then you don't even see their business anymore because they're overwhelmed with burdens and not really executing or operating within a successful business model, a successful business strategy. Next thing, once you have understood the burdens, you've understood what you're selling, the clientele, you've wrote all your ideas down, the competition and all these different things, you need to refine the concept. You have to refine the concept, and this really takes a lot of humility. I feel like it takes a lot of vulnerability, because I believe that a lot of us make the mistake in looking at our business as our baby instead of like, yo, this is really a business. Like, this isn't my baby, this is a business. So refining the concept really just is that, hey, we had ways of doing things before. We had strategies and reasonings why we did things before. This is after we did all of this research, after we did all this performing, all this market research, let's refine it a little bit, because now we've learned our customers, we've learned our clients, we've learned the industry, we've done all of our back-end research. So now we need to push forward into how we're going to serve our clients, our market, our industry the best possible way. So refine the concept. In 8, 9, and 10, Seek advice. Scrap plan. Come back to model. Number 8 is very important because life isn't always about, business isn't always about, creating isn't always about seeking advice. This is about, let me write this in a different color so you can get the emphasis. Quality advice from qualified individuals. Qualified, I don't know, whatever. Qualified individuals. If you are understanding that you need advice in the educational field, you don't need to be learning from a mechanic. If you are going to the doctor to get heart surgery, you're not gonna go to the gynecologist to perform heart surgery on you. I would hope not. You're not gonna go to the orthodontist to fix your back pain. You're not gonna go anywhere outside of your realm to fix one of your pain points. So why, as business owners, are we going to all of these different people, friends, parents, all of these different people to get advice when they have they're not quality nor qualified? Yes, just because they're older doesn't mean they're qualified to coach, to advise you on this. Just because they're at a better financial place doesn't mean they're quality or qualified to coach you in your concept. You need to seek advice from people that are quality and people that have been qualified in what you're doing. It is hard to get constructive criticism from someone who has not constructed anything. So I don't want you to construct your business off of people, off of things, off of advice from things that have not, or people who have not constructed what you're trying to create based upon this concept. Next thing, scrap the plan, and like Nike says, just do it, man. Just do it. Do not outplan the plan. Focus on not the plan, but how are we going to execute. All of the planning, all of the refining, all of the developing and cultivating is amazing. But if we can get to the part where now we have jumped, then we're good to go. If you jump, then you're going to figure out, and then once you jump, you come back to the new plan and create another model. It's all about working in it, outworking the work, working in your business, to work on your business, to work out of your business, to then work back on your business through refining. It's a continuous refining process. Without change is the absence of growth. The absence of change is the absence of growth. Without changing some of the models, some of the things within your business, within your organization, within your processes and personnel, you will not be able to grow your business and scale your business. Concepts are worth more than skill sets. Create your concept, follow the plan, then outwork the work, then come back, refine the plan, outwork the work, refine the plan, and then you will be able to create your concept into a successful organization, into a successful business, and then refine the business, and then you'll have a model and a system that you can sustain, and then you'll be able to scale your business. I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next class.